What's you guys watching on True from Another Genius? I'm going to get another $1 million video. I'm going to be recording this video for a second time, man, unfortunately. So I had an original clip that was just one girl exposing Duke Dennis, and she was just pretty much giving her account of what happened with her baby or their baby, whatever their little situation got going on. O'Shea Duke Jackson, our boy, ended up posting a more grouped up video, I guess you could say, that kind of goes over the situations he's in right now. I'm guessing. But I figured that this should pretty much have everything and cover pretty much a synopsis of what's going on with the Duke Dennis situation. So hopefully he's not really out here raising super soldiers. But we're gonna find out. Ready?
Streamers are becoming more popular than some hip hop artists and even some YouTubers. There was a time where YouTubers were the best known content creators, but that isn't the case. I can tell you right now that the guys on Twitch are killing it. Guys like Kai Cenat or even DDG don't even waste their time making content on YouTube anymore because there's so much money in streaming on Twitch. And one of the greatest streamers right now in the hip hop scene or in the black sector is a guy by the name of Duke Dennis. Now, Duke Dennis is also a part of that super content team called AMP, which includes Kai Cenat and some other guys. And he's also very, very, very popular. But wait, there's some bad news. According to people, Duke Dennis is a young man that has been, denying the fact that he has actual children. And there are people online saying that this guy has at least 8 kids. Damn! And one of these ladies is actually in jail for murder. And that's kind of...
He got a white baby. I've seen this picture before. I've actually seen that picture too. I wasn't too sure if that was really his kid. I was like, is that his kid? Because that's a white baby. So I'm not too sure. But you put this up, see if this light will do any help. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's his kid. But we'll keep playing. We'll keep playing.
It has at least 8 kids. Damn! And one of these ladies is...
Oh, shit. What the fuck?
And this kind of all started brewing just the other day when this young lady came out and made this post.
How many kids do I have? I have one son, and his name is Dallas, and he's 2, and he's just my perfect angel. Somebody said, why you're still single and how is co-parenting going so far? A lot of y'all don't know my situation, but like my child's father is not involved at all. There's certain things floating online with me, and it starts saying speaking on it, NDA signed or stuff like that, and it's like, in no way, shape, or form is that the case. In my life, like, I'm not gonna spend my time, like, tracking no man down, trying to force them to be a father, trying to go to the internet to force them to step up, or, like, all of that. Like, literally, that just is what it is. For there to be people out here that have kids, and that's not their, like, top priority, or they don't morally, like, I don't know. I just really just be like, my mind be fried about, like, people like that existed. But ooh, it got me. I love my baby, so.
Now, allegedly.
Honestly, what's crazy? With a response like this, like the way she's coming out on the internet and telling her account, it sounds believable. It really does, because she sounds cool, calm, collective. She don't gotta prove herself for real. This is what it is, and you can take it or believe it. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's whatever. I just know what the truth is, and I'm just gonna say it. So, I don't know. It seems believable. You still gotta hear Duke's side, bro. We still gotta hear Duke's side, but I'm not gonna discount her so quickly so far.
Duke Dennis has denied having children in the past, but then again, Duke Dennis finally decided to address this on a stream.
We go through the same every single year. The same bullshit come up, and I would tell y'all the same thing once again that I told y'all last time. You know what I'm saying? It is none of your business. If I wanted to include y'all in my business, I would. You know what I'm saying? There's some shit that I just keep to myself, my mama and family and all those things. I do not include any of y'all because y'all are very weird. Now, I understand, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're interested. You want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Have fun. Have a blast. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out what's going on. But y'all be going way too far. And when I say y'all, I mean the people that's doing it. If the shoe fit, wear it. If it don't, let it fly. All right?
Pretty much, the nigga got kids, but he don't want to tell y'all niggas he got kids because y'all niggas is weird about his kids. So he not gonna tell y'all that they his kids, but they his kids. Pretty much.
I understand, like, y'all talking about it and, like, shit like that, but y'all must be going a little too far All right, y'all be posting people, kids and shit without their permission. You know what I'm saying? Writing long ass think pieces that are 100% incorrect. You feel me? And now, you know what I'm saying? But all of that is the reason why I would never include I would never include none of y'all in this shit because of that reason right there. Y'all show me time and time again that y'all just a little too invested in what a lot of motherfuckers going on. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you this though. Hear me out. My friends know what's going on. My family know what's going on. AMP know what's going on. Everybody know what's going on except y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, that's really all it is. You know what I'm saying? So, wrap this shit up like y'all do every single time. You know what I'm saying? This is the fourth year in a row that we done did this shit. Just let me know when it's done, when y'all ready to move on. Then, you know, I am as well.
Now, in my honest opinion, I've seen a lot of celebrities or content creators do this, where they're charged or blamed from some level of allegation. And then what they do is turn that allegation around and then try to make it the fault of other people. It's the fault of the person creating the rumor, or why are you minding your own business, or why don't you mind your own business? Why are you all off in my business? And I find that to be interesting because Duke Dennis is a guy who basically tells people how to blow up, how to become very popular in streaming. What could you do to become, the next guy? So obviously you wanted this level of attention. The downside is when you get this level of attention and you become big, you also become somebody important. You become somebody that people need to talk about, or want to talk about, or want to know more about. And that's the thing. A lot of the guys that are content creators or actors or athletes don't want the responsibility, but you want the fame. The reality is, Mr. Duke Dennis, is that if you were not doing what you're alleged of doing, which is...
And that is true. I feel like a lot of people do forget at the end of the day, like when you put a lot of your information out there, when you put a lot of yourself out there, you're going to get a lot of the good, but it's also going to come with a lot of the bad too as well. And unfortunately, you can't pick and choose what people are going to be involved in. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself out there, bro. Everything about you is going to be out there. People are going to want to be involved in everything you do because you are a social media influencer, bro. It is what it is. I don't understand that when it comes to people that make content. Like, you can't be upset that people want to be involved in your business, bro. Like, you're a content creator. Like, if that's the case, then don't put anything that you do online pertaining to the stuff that you do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he doesn't really put anything up pertaining to him having kids. But at the end of the day, it's like, maybe if you're actually there for your kids, then these things wouldn't happen consistently, especially with different people. And now that that's the case, it's been the same story every chapter. We ain't crazy. I mean, if these girls are telling the truth, but I don't know. This seems like he's kind of dodging accountability a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you.
Being a deadbeat dad and having as many as 8 kids around, then nobody would care. And it's only that young ladies are out here blaming you for being the father of their child and you're not being active in their life, which is the issue in the first place. And it must be true because you're saying your family knows the truth. People close to you know the truth, and you're not denying any of this stuff. It seems like to me, like if this was not true, I would just come out and say, hey, I understand that this is a rumor, but it is completely not true. You're not saying that. What are you saying? Well, it's not your business. Why you all up in my business? You should go out there and just mind your own business. Damn. So, bruh, what you need to do if you're going to be engaging in booty clapping, and I do know that being a streamer, you get a lot of opportunities to clap a lot of cheeks. Here's what you should do. Just wear condoms. It's just so much better like that. But then other people are bringing up different points about this.
Duke Dennis having all of those kids is so trifling to me. Then on top of him having all them kids, I guess people have been saying something to him about those kids. And he went on stream recently and said it's none of people's business. he has yet to acknowledge the kids. And I agree with him. Like,
and that bro, that's the point, bro. You dodging the accountability. What do you mean it's none of people's business, bro? It's not that it's no one's business that you have kids or not. That's not the case. Is that you seem like a deadbeat dad. That's the problem. You seem like a deadbeat dad, bro. And he's trying to like move the goalposts like, oh, I don't want to put the information out there, so it's none of y'all's business. So it's just my AMPs, my families, and my friends. So, I'm sorry, actually. Ain't really none of y'all's really issue for real. It's just really just me, my family, my mama, and then my cut, and then AMP, and then my boys for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really all that really matters for real. Like, yeah, like that was a really bad Duke Dennis impression, bro. It's just not happening, dog. This just seemed like you moving the goalposts. Like, bro, like that's not the issue. The issue is not whether you have kids or not. The issue is you there for your kids or not? And you don't seem like you want to answer that question.
Everybody's business, but at the same time, not claiming your kids and putting people in your business is two different things. And then on top of him not acknowledging the kids to the public, the baby mamas are saying that he's not around either. Kylie definitely dodged the bullet. But what I really want to know is, where's the accountability for these men?
Now, this young lady is saying, where is the accountability for men? Now, let me kind of talk about this. It is true that, in fact, if this was a woman and she had 8 kids by the time she was 31 years old, we would look at this a lot differently, especially men in the content space. And Duke Dennis needs to be held accountable for, if this is the amount of kids that you have, even if it's one, and you're not taking ownership of the child, then that is something wrong with you for sure.
She's dated more celebrities than anyone else in the world. You know her. You love her. It's Amelia de Moldenberg.
But if you're paying more than $30 a month on car insurance, you're getting ripped off. Everybody knows you can
I don't
have
give
car
a
insurance
fuck,
online.
bitch.
But here's something else. If you're a young lady and you're sleeping with Duke Dennis or any guy without protection and you're having kids for them, knowing that this might be the kind of person they are, knowing that you're throwing yourselves at them, then guess who is to blame for that? Also you. Like, I understand that men must take accountability for that, but a lot of these ladies are just letting dudes clap without having no sort of commitment, just booty clapping, no protection, doing everything.
In the hopes that maybe this baby might be the way to lock him down and secure the bag. Maybe. And the baby comes. That ain't securing shit. Like, I don't think, see, that's the thing, bro. Girls need to realize, like, a baby is not going to stop it. Dudes aren't girls. Yep. The stigma behind a woman having kids, unfortunately, is a lot different behind a stigma of a man having kids. If a dude have a kid, if a guy has kids, it's a lot more easier for him to maneuver within the dating market. And for women, unfortunately, it isn't. Because most men just don't feel comfortable taking on another man's family. They just don't. They want to start their own family from scratch. They want to have their own. They want to come and create and build their own. That's most men. And most men might be comfortable with doing that. Some men might be comfortable doing that, but a lot of men, I would say most men would prefer to have and start with their own and have it stay like that. So just like there's a stigma between girls, they can be emotional. It's like, okay, cool, no problem. No one bats an eye. But let a dude be emotional, it's like, man, this guy's a bitch. Why is he such a bitch? Why is he so soft? It's different. It's different. There's different consequences. There's different consequences between a guy being emotional, a grown-ass man, and a grown-ass woman. I'll be a lot more scary of the grown-ass man than the grown-ass woman. That's the reason why we hold it different, to a different standard. It's different. It's different. Regardless, it's bad. So when you get to the point, like, yeah, it might not be as bad for dudes, but it gets to a point when it's like, bro, that's disgusting. What are you doing? Like, that's nasty. Control yourself. So we gotta get deeper in the video to see how many kids this nigga had, bro. Cause I really hope he's not, you know, raising some fucking Marvel super soldier army or some shit. We about to find out though.
Everything that they want, and that's just how it happens. Then at the same time, you're not looking at yourself. You're not looking at yourself. You're not looking at protecting yourself. Like, you're not even trying to be a lady that is like, hey, you know, well, I want you to marry me, or I want to be the kind of woman looking for a long-term commitment. No, you're getting your cheeks and then thinking that, oh, well, because I let him clap and I have a baby, then he might be with me. How many times have we actually?
I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all. A lot of these girls think that, damn, if I have these kids with this nigga, then maybe that might lock him down forever. I swear to God, bro, we are not girls. We aren't girls, bro. We're not gonna get tied to you by a kid. It's not happening. We're just not like that. We're not like that. It's not how we're wired. It's not how we're built.
How many times have we actually seen that? Like, at certain points, women in this modern era are just too okay with casually having sex with a dude raw, like letting him go in your raw. And when you let somebody go off in your raw, what you're saying is shoot up the plug so I get pregnant by you. And then when it happens and the guy doesn't want to take care of you or the kid because there is no real emotional connection, it's not like y'all were together in the first place. It's not like you were going to get married. None of those things were the case. And so you expect that this person should be in the kid's life when in actuality, the guy was never involved in your life. And that's something that needs to be said. The guy was never committed to you in the first place. And a lot of deadbeat dad situations come from that, like one night stands, or they come from, you know, you not being in the kid's life at all. Don't get me wrong, it can happen at all points, but you were just casually having sex. Like, there was no commitment, and then oops, a baby happened. And then the man decided that he didn't want to be with you. And so because the man did not want to be with you, now look at you and you're down bad and you had this man's kid. Well, why don't you value yourself enough to not engage with a man like that? But this is what you're willing to do. There are some ladies who will gladly have Duke Dennis's baby and knowing that he won't be there, but then demand another dude to be married, pay bills, do all of this stuff, and your priorities are messed up. Don't get me wrong, if this is true and it does seem that this has some credibility, then Duke Dennis is delusional, right?
Knowing damn well you're not gonna get this nigga. You not gonna get this nigga. You not. Knowing damn well. Then you get dogged the fuck out. Literally and figuratively. Get dogged the fuck out. And then you go to the next nigga that's doing a decent job. He doing a decent job. Making 60K. Got him a little apartment. Nice little used little 2012 Benz. Little 2012 Benz. Doing alright. Doing good. 650 credit score. And you trying to tell him he not. Fuck that. You gotta make 150 a year, nigga. 150,000, nigga. 150,000. Nigga, you gotta have a house, nigga, by 25. You gotta have a house in 150,000. Like, what? Just because she got fucked and dumped by Duke Dennis. Because she got spoiled for 6 months, treated like an exquisite, expensive whore. Because of that. She's gonna punish you and clown you and make you think you ain't shit. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch?
Pay bills, do all of this stuff, and your priorities are messed up. Don't get me wrong, if this is true and it does seem that this has some credibility, then Duke Dennis is delusional, right, for how he's behaving. He's completely insane.
And that's the thing, man, Duke Dennis, bro, if this is the case, if you really out here doing this, this is disgusting. This is weird. This is crusty, grimy behavior. Like, loser behavior, my nigga. Like, I hear just getting girls pregnant, like, just to what? Keep them on some layaway pussy shit? Like, that's weird, bro. I really hope that's not the case. I hope. You got 8, nigga? 8? I hope you don't have 8. I hope. My man is too much of a good influence for the entertainment business, especially for us young black men. Ranging from the age of 16 all the way to goddamn 35. Can't be trying to teach us how to raise and not teach us how to be good dads, man. Come on, bro. We gotta be good.
Insane. But also, don't get me wrong, don't you value yourself enough to not engage with a man like that? But this is what you're willing to do. There are some ladies who will gladly have Duke Dennis's baby and knowing that he won't be there, but then demand another dude to be married, pay bills, do all of this stuff, and your priorities are messed up. Don't get me wrong, if this is true and it does seem that this has some credibility, then Duke Dennis is delusional, right, for how he's behaving. He's completely insane. But the only way you get in this situation is if you give in, and then you end up getting your cheeks clapped raw. And then also,
at the end of the day, you have to be suspicious. Like, I think for me, if I was a woman, bro, and if I was a woman and I had this dude coming to me, you know, he was on some shit. If I had this nigga coming to me, he was on some shit, like a nigga that was like super famous, I'm gonna be suspect. I'd be super suspect. If a girl comes up to me as a dude and she's bad as hell, and I think I'm a good looking nigga. I'm a handsome nigga. I'm a handsome dude. I'm a handsome man. You know, I lost the weight too. I'm a handsome man. You know what I'm saying? That being said, with the trim on the, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, you can't be doing this, dude. Come on, bro. What are you doing, bro?
defend yourself from that, he will flee. The only way you get in this situation is if you give in, and then you end up getting your cheeks clapped raw. And then also, you're the kind of person that's attracted to guys like this. I used to have storytime music. I used to have chicks, man, that will flat out tell you, you're a nice guy, but I'm not attracted to the kind of guy you are because, you know, you're a nerd or you're a schoolboy or whatever the case. But hey, you know, this other dude, he looks and acts like he's cool, or he's a pookie or whatever. So let me go ahead on and deal with him. And then you deal with him, and then you find out that he's not the kind of person that's invested. He's not the kind of person that want to take care of bills. He's the kind of person that want to be responsible.
You would have to be suspect, bro. I'm telling you, if I was a dude, I remember I was saying now, me as a nigga, bro, if I've had a bad chick coming to me trying to go smack, I'm a handsome ass nigga. Even me having a bad chick coming to me trying to go smack, I would still feel suspect. Like, it would only have to be to the point that I'm like super clouded. Like, either I have to be super clouded or it has to be abundantly clear that I am that nigga. Like, I'm in the club, right? And I'm in my section, and I got nothing but bad bitches and like 4 of my homies, and there's a beam of light shining on me and a big ass sign with my fucking electronic sign behind me, like billboard, with my fucking pictures and videos on the back and shit while we in the club. Like, if it's some shit like that, then I would understand. But if it ain't, like, bro, I'm gonna be like, yo, like, nah, what she want? Like, what is this about? What does she want? What is this about? I'm gonna be sus, bro.
And so because you're irresponsible, you keep attracting the men that are like you, and then all of a sudden there's a problem with the man. And don't get me wrong, it is a problem with the man. But
I'm gonna smack him on his bald head.
Also, because you're irresponsible, you keep attracting the men that are like you, and then all of a sudden there's a problem with the man. And don't get me wrong, it is a problem with the man, but also you're irresponsible. So irresponsible gets irresponsible. And guess who's mad? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of
Man, okay, yeah, I would really hope, at the end of the day, I would really hope that that's not the case with Duke Dennis, man. He seems like a real good stand-up dude, especially for young men, young black men too, and especially in the entertainment sphere. But I would really hope he can also be that same influence, you know, pertaining to being a family man, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We gotta, you know, you learn is how to, you teach them how to reel in the woman, how to riz. Once they got the woman, they can't fuck them and then dump them. After you impregnate, if you impregnate, you gotta raise up the little jet. Come on, man. You gotta go raise the little jet, man. That's crazy. That being said, yo, peace, love, and positive like always. This is WatchMeWatchYou from Reality Inside. Now we got another $1 million video. If you're not following the news, what are you doing? We out.
You not shit. Moving on, that's easy too. Quit acting like I'm not rich. Fuck these IG hoes, I'd rather have a block bitch. She been playing on my heartstrings like a guitar pick. I know what broken hearts mean. Was trying to